Yeah, that's a good idea. Let's all go visit West Africa. That's a great place to go right now. It's a wonderful place to go. Child brought to Delaware hospital for possible Ebola. That's out of CBS News. Police find man who rode an Ebola patient's ambulance. Yeah, why are police in Dallas having to go track down people? This is what the federal government and the CDC is supposed to do with their hundreds of billions of budgets for this every year. But notice they don't do anything. They don't lead jack squat. They just sit up there and say, leave the borders open, let people fly in. They don't check the plane manifest. They don't go question who this guy flew with. This has been out for over a week. No. A homeless panhandler who rode in the same Dallas ambulance after Ebola patient Eric Duncan has been found after an extensive manhunt. 50-year-old man who officials identified as Michael Lively was admitted to Parkland Memorial Hospital Sunday afternoon after being taken into custody by Dallas police officers. County Judge Clay Jenkins said he was taken to the hospital psychiatric ward. Here's the deal. This gets into another 20, 30 people. You're not going to be able to stop it. It's going to start spreading, just like Africa. And let's say it only runs through a couple 100,000 people, only kills 30, 40, 50,000. You know, let's say low morbidity rate. What's it going to do to the economy in this country or Texas when Ebola is running around? I mean, I am down the street from Dallas. I am in Austin, Texas, and I am so angry at the government. I'm so thankful to the Dallas police. They're at least doing the job of the feds, trying to hunt down people that were around this guy. This should have been done day one. He was diagnosed with Ebola. Day one, put his kids in quarantine, put his wife in quarantine, put the neighbors in quarantine. Day one, hazmat crews cleaning up the vomit. Day one, what's that ambulance? You sit there and say, what was his trail? Where did he go? You know, clean up the entire trail. Find out who was on the airplane, go to all their houses, quarantine every single one of them. Because you don't want it to spread, ladies and gentlemen. Then you got to quarantine thousands, and then hundreds of thousands, and then things collapse. Standard procedure. All of it ignored. In fact, I want to hear from emergency managers first. We had an incredible call from an emergency manager in San Antonio talking about this, how all the protocols are being ignored. Why do you think they're doing this? Where do you think it's going? Do you agree with Steele, who was on saying this could be a simulant false flag? He said that back in September, said it was coming. He's on tomorrow. We have that clip coming up. We're going to be playing it coming up in the next hour. The toll-free number to join us is 800-259-9231, 800-259-9231. I personally, for my immune system, am getting as much sun as I can. I'm drinking as much water as I can. I got my kids taking extra vitamins and minerals. They're Beyond Tangy Tangerine from InfoWarsHealth.com. I'm taking the colloidal silver from InfoWarsLife.com, the silver bullet, and the DNA force across the board in the mitochondrial DNA, emptying out the cells, getting you cleaned out, the oxy powder that flushes out the guts like nothing else. Go read the scientific information about these nutraceuticals at InfoWarsLife.com. The Survival Shield X2 nascent iodine that is just known to help the thyroid and detox. InfoWarsLife.com. If I was you folks, I would be filtering your water. I would be not sweating the small stuff. I'd be getting right with God, because it isn't just that the Ebola is now in the United States and the UN says 1.4 to 5 million are to get it in Africa. And then the only place you're allowed to run is the U.S. That's another huge issue. Obama makes the U.S. the place to run. Obama advertises, just like he advertises for kids to come here from all over the world and their families. The advertisement is, you got Ebola, come here. You want to come here and get free medical care? I mean, I got to be honest with you. If I was in Africa and thought my kids had Ebola, or I had it, I'd stay behind and send my kids, even though it's super immoral. Who wouldn't? And I would try to get them over here to get treatment. They should be hanging off helicopters. Co-workers of Ebola patient, he knew he had Ebola. U.S. trip was desperate attempt to survive. That's being reported by Breitbart right now. Print me that article. I mean, absolutely insane, ladies and gentlemen. What have I been saying? They're all going to run here. So what does it say about our government they would do this? That's 10 times more frightening than the fact that this is already here. It's why are they doing it on purpose? That's the $64 million question. 800-259-9231. If you're an EMT or a CDC person or military trained in this, what is your take on it? Really love to hear from you. 800-259-9231. But InfoWarsLife.com has the X2 Nascent Iodine, the Super Male Vitality, the Silver Bullet, colloidal silver, highest quality, very low price compared to leading competitors, only $19.95, and the DNA Force, ladies and gentlemen. The DNA Force and the Oxy Powder for immune system are just known off the chart to be nutraceuticals of the highest quality, the DNA Force. 888-253-3139. And the good news is, on top of that, these aren't just the highest quality products, it also funds our operation, the very tip of the spear. From right outside Patient Zero, I come to you live from Austin, Texas. We're going to have our reporters in here today as well coming up to tell us their take on what they saw in Dallas. Joe Biggs, Josh Owens, and others. Stay with us. Dealing with former top CIA field commander going public, predicting back in September that he was being told that a fake Ebola attack was coming in America. I think I'm going to have added to Watson's article. If you go back to Wolfgang Wodarg, the head of the EU viral program, he first confirmed, well, he confirmed after medical doctors and others here had said that H1N1 appeared to be a viral simulant 5 years ago that had been released the previous year to, quote, track viral spread. It is a virus, but they call it a simulant because it was so attenuated but still allowed to spread. Then they used the outbreak of it the next year to claim it was deadly to sell a vaccine that actually lowered your immune system by 50%. So we should probably add there's precedent for this, where they release a biological simulant that does make you sick or even kills you, but is either weakened, attenuated, or something else, where, say, it's designed to mutate. They know how it's going to mutate. It's a previous generation, and they know it'll mutate and then won't kill the next group. I mean, there's a lot of different ways to do this without getting technical. I'm no virologist. I just read the medical literature. To then have a limited outbreak, but something they control, like SARS. So Watson has an article coming out on this in the next 10 minutes, and we will play the video from 3 weeks ago when Steele was on the broadcast. That's coming up in the next hour, about 15 after or so. That article should be up, and we will play that clip from the interview here on air, and that video will go live on Infowars.com and PrisonPlanet.com. But right now, first caller of the day, Rich in Oregon. You're on the air. Thanks for calling.
Hi, Alex. How are you today?
I'm fine, sir.
Hey, I believe it is a false flag. It has to be. But you know what? The unfortunate thing is people probably will die from this. I mean, they are dying in West Africa, obviously. According to the lying media, it says 3,400 people have died. Who knows really how many have. So the only thing I can personally do for myself and my family is I have been taking Survival Shield and the Fluoride Shield, you know. And I even went to my doctor and asked them about that. He said that it's a good step and it's the right direction. However, you know, they don't really know a lot about it. But
well, obviously, nothing's a silver bullet, but the only thing the federal government ever said till fluoride, put it in the salt, was iodine, because there was just massive goiter and illnesses and thyroid across the country, and millions of people, within a few years of them doing that, reversed it. And so we just found the very best of actual nascent crystal iodine that, because of the FDA and stuff, I can't even say all the things it does. The point is, it's well-known. It's well-known for IQ, well-known for your glands, well-known for immune system. So is silver, but that's not something you take long-term. It's during a problem. It's well-known that it's things, CoQ10 and PPQ and all the stuff that's in the DNA Force. I mean, so I'm glad your doctor said that, because listen, all we sell is what we know is really real. It's nutraceutical. That's why the DNA Force is so expensive to get the products. But anyway, sir, I'm sorry I'm ranting. Go ahead.
Well, anyway, I was, you know, I'm totally sold on it. Me and my wife and my children, we take it, you know, and stuff. And we've been around people that's had colds and everything, and nobody's gotten sick yet, you know. So that's what I believe in.
Well, I know that the X2 alone, the super iodine, has changed my life. Hold on, I'm going to come back and let you get to your point about Ebola. Then we'll go to Wild Man, Lab Rat, Truth Raiders, Shane and others.
Thank you for
And then after we take these calls, I just want to get emergency managers or EMTs or people trained in biological response on for a while.
In the near future.
When you realize how fake it all is, the football, the basketball.
Alert. Security alert. This is Homeland Security. Analysis. InfoWars building independent media
We
operations.
let the worst people get controlled and tell us that we are the ones responsible.
Prime Directive. Discredit Alex Jones.
Jones is the wildly popular conspiracy theorist.
A popular conspiracy theory talk show called InfoWars.
Alex Jones is now in an Austin jail.
These people are assaulting us.
Targeting of patriots engaged.
They are never going to stop. They're never going to deviate from their program until we stop them.
Block free iPhone app at Infowars.com. Block free podcast and video feed. Imperative. Destroy Prison Planet TV.
You gotta set your eye on the enemy, not worry about what propaganda they put out. Get elected.